Hey y'all, welcome back. Let's get into another one of these reaction videos. I'm kind of excited because I've always loved looking at the Disney princesses. I mean, we all grew up with them and around them, and I'm kind of excited to do this because it's a little different. It's talking about 10 Disney princesses and how they have mental disorders. I think it's going to be interesting to see it from this perspective or in this view. So, I mean, come on, guys. Let's get into it.
Princesses with serious mental disorders. Brave, loving, and even adventurous.
Discs.
But many of them may suffer from serious mental disorders. Stay with me. Let's find out the secrets behind those pretty little faces. Belle. This character is not satisfied with her ordinary life.
There must be more than this provincial life.
You will see her reading fairy tales about
Far-off places, daring sword fights, magic spells, a prince in disguise.
Belle is a true dreamer and fantasy lover. I would say she really is. This happens because this beautiful princess suffers from maladaptive daydreaming, which is a condition that causes intense daydreaming, which might even replace human interaction. That's why she doesn't get along with anybody in her town. But there's still more. Something really crazy is the feelings that Belle develops for the beast that kept her as a hostage at first. So this can only mean one thing. This girl definitely has Stockholm Syndrome, which is a disorder developed during kidnapping where the victim bonds with the captor by mixing up the lack of violence with a humane act from them. Disturbing.
Okay, well, let's think about this for a moment. I mean, it makes sense. I'm gonna be honest, 'cause I saw that last one in a previous video that I did. And I have to be honest, I didn't know that was like a real condition. I really just thought because they were around each other, they found similar things that they liked about each other, even though they disliked things in the beginning. I didn't know there was like some type of disorder. I thought she just fell in love with someone because she saw positive things within them. Come on, guys, let's keep going.
Snow White. The magic mirror does know how to describe Snow White.
Behold, a lovely maid I see.
She's an orphan girl who went through terrible events that resulted in the loss of her sanity. So it was just a matter of time that she suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, since she confronted a murder attempt ordered by her evil stepmother and was alone in the creepy forest.
Oh my God, that poor girl.
I feel the same about her, especially because this disorder tends to develop a deep attachment to parents or another adult figure. In her case, Snow White felt safe with the dwarves and then with the prince, who broke the spell and took her to his castle to live happily ever after.
Well, I mean, I can see that. I'm gonna be honest though, I never really thought about the fact that sorry, just a second here. Okay, so I never really thought about the fact that when it comes to this disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, I didn't know that you cling to someone to help yourself to feel better. So in this case, they're saying that, you know, she clung to the 7 dwarfs and then she clung to the husband, or, you know, the prince. I mean, that's interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I did not know that. But I mean, it's interesting learning something new and something different. Let's keep going.
Rapunzel. For many years, Rapunzel lived captive in a tower, somewhere in the forest under the protection of Gothel, her captor.
You are not leaving this tower, ever!
Oh my God! At that point, and just by hearing what she said about the external world, I hadn't certainly trusted her.
The world is dark and selfish and cruel.
However, Rapunzel managed to get out and see those floating lights launched on her birthday. But when she's finally outside, a bipolar disorder starts to affect her, going from euphoria to regret, and feeling guilty for leaving the tower without saying goodbye to her mother.
Oh my gosh, this would kill her.
This is so fun!
Whoa, this is absurd.
I'm gonna be honest, it makes sense. I mean, 'cause I remember the scene that they just showed. I was like, why is this girl doing so much? Doing this and doing that, doing this and doing that. So I just don't know what to say about that one.
Ariel. Daughter of the great King Triton, a beautiful young mermaid, talented and admirable with only one dream, to be human and experience a new world.
Wait, what?
Yes, sir. She just wants to see something special.
I wanna see dancing.
This sweet little mermaid didn't have enough with her perfect life. Oh no. She wanted to get drama and excitement. But actually, this is a consequence of the issues she has. For sure. Only someone suffering from body dysmorphic disorder would likely to fully change their physical appearance. And that's not all, because the next one on the list is the kleptomania, which is the obsessive impulse to steal any object, followed by the Diogenes syndrome, which is about collecting different objects. And the icing on the cake, she also suffers from oppositional defiant disorder, an anomaly that makes her show a defiant and hostile behavior towards authority figures.
I don't know. I think he's stretching. I mean, my gosh, darn. She didn't have one disorder. She had like 4. I mean, but I can understand the ones that they did expose within this video. I mean, the last one, I think they might have been pushing it a little bit because, I mean, the authority figure being her father's, and her father didn't want her to go explore life. Like, I don't know how old she was in this particular movie. I don't remember all that. But, I mean, she should have been able to go outside. I mean, she probably shouldn't have did what she did. But I mean, I think the last one is stretching a little bit. You guys let me know down in the comments. I mean, I feel like it was stretching it just a little.
Elsa of Arendelle. Everything was going wrong. I knew it from the start, and you did too. Because nothing good comes from isolating a person and repressing their feelings.
Conceal it.
Don't feel it. Don't
Let it show.
Any disorder can be developed from that. It's logical. So Elsa suffering from avoidant personality disorder. But Elsa wasn't always like that. It all started when she accidentally hurt her little sister because she didn't have full control over her powers yet. Ever since then, Elsa didn't leave her room and avoided any contact with the outside world. For that reason, when she is branded as a monster for using her powers, she remembers the reason why she dislikes socializing with people. Everything makes sense now.
I mean, I think that one was spot on.
Aurora. The spell that Maleficent put on little Aurora.
She shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die.
Made them keep this poor girl apart from everybody in a cottage in the middle of the forest. For that reason, this princess suffers from dependent personality disorder. Aurora can't make her own decisions, and it's hard for her to express disagreements because she needs to be accepted. Just remember when the fairies didn't let her see the boy who she felt like she was in love with.
I'm sorry, child, but you must never see that young man again.
Oh no!
She only cries and goes to her room, doesn't fight to make her dream come true. Even when the prince broke the spell, her needs fall on him.
I don't know. I mean, gosh. Woo! Woo, that was an interesting one.
Pocahontas. I'm fascinated by this character, and I know you are as well. At first sight, Pocahontas is a very courageous woman, not afraid of anything and always follows her heart.
Inspiring.
However, there are some attitudes of hers that show serious mental problems. Stop waiting, because I'll tell you this. The amazing idea of her talking to animals and spirits, being capable of speaking a different language that she's never heard before, and having predictive dreams, it's extraordinary, but insane. Completely insane. Because only a schizophrenic would do this kind of thing.
I think they're pushing it.
What?
I mean, talking to an old tree about dreams of your future love, it's something you don't see every day. At least a rational person wouldn't do it, right? And the worst thing is, she involves John Smith in her delirium.
Did you see something?
No. I just, I didn't see anything, did I?
Look again.
Seems that craziness is contagious.
I mean, schizophrenia, I mean, that's pushing it a little bit. But I mean, I get, maybe it's not, because she was talking to inadequate objects. So, I mean, come on, guys. Let's keep going. This is kind of interesting.
Mulan.
Flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all.
Excellent description, Your Majesty. So it's not surprising that this fascinating character is the 8th official member of the Disney princess franchise. Although she doesn't belong to the royal line, not even by marrying a prince. In this case, Mulan earned the title of princess due to her heroic feat.
That little baby is all grown up and saving China.
Good job, Mulan. She became the first Chinese princess at performing a male role and killing hundreds of Han people only using her intelligence. However, Mulan seems to have big problems. One of them is the stress caused by bringing honor to her family, which triggered her adjustment disorder. This anomaly occurs when the individual has difficulties to do daily activities. That's why she failed the matchmaker's test.
I don't know. I've never even heard of that disorder. You guys let me know down in the comments if you have.
Bonus, Moana. This wonderful princess from the Motunui Island is seen by many as quite a heroine, and one of the best princesses due to her temperament and courage. So don't be surprised if she has no mental illnesses. I mean it. And this happens because Moana is surrounded by love and people with good mental health. She was one of the few princesses that didn't get involved in a toxic relationship. Well done, Moana. All right then, let's continue with the next disturbed princess. Cinderella. This adorable character won your heart thanks to her kindness, goodness, and because she never stopped dreaming. Although the abuse of her stepmother and stepsisters made her life so miserable.
Well, there's one thing. They can't order me to stop dreaming.
So cute. Unfortunately, this girl quietly suffered from dependent personality disorder, which is a mental stage where the individual relies on others for meeting their emotional and physical needs. An interesting fact is that this condition usually has its roots in childhood. Then I could say that losing her father was the trigger in a young Cinderella. People with this disorder please the needs of those they rely on, at the expense of restringing their own. They also experience discomfort or abandonment when they are alone, as they think they are unable to take care of themselves. Fortunately, Cinderella was saved by the prince and went on to live in the castle.
Okay. All right. Ugh. That's wow. It's a disorder for everything, baby.
Anna of Arendelle. There's no way to leave this character off the list. Anna has suffered as much as her big sister. First of all, she was pushed away by Elsa, was always by herself in the castle, and to make it worse, the loss of her parents was terrible. This girl had to explode at some point.
What did I ever do to you? Enough, Anna. No, why? Why do you shut me out?
Going through so much caused a mental disorder in her. Anna suffers from attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. This anomaly has 3 fundamental symptoms: attention deficit, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. You can detect Anna's hyperactivity from a very young age, since she couldn't sleep at nights and only wanted to play. Over the film, you also realize how restless she is and so talkative sometimes. Regarding her impulsivity, don't tell me you didn't figure it out when she agreed to get married to a complete stranger.
Yes.
I mean, my goodness. Like, that's a lot, okay? It's a lot. First of all, I didn't know it was that many disorders. I'm not going to sit up here in front to you guys. Like, that's a lot of disorders. A lot of dysfunction happening for sure. I mean, but it was really cool to learn and really cool to see. You guys let me know down in the comment which one was the most surprising to you. Or which disorder do you think made the most sense? As always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. I had a great time and I hope that you did too. Until next time, bye!